In this video, we're looking at a brief explanation of our finger patterns for our 2-octave D major scale for viola. So, since it is a 2-octave D major scale, what that means is we're actually play D 3 different times as we go up. So we start on our first finger D on our C string, we then have our open D on our D string, and then we have a third finger D on our A string. And the fact that we play 3 different Ds is what gives us 2 octaves. Going from low D to middle D is 1 octave, so there's 2 there. Or going from normal D to high D is 1 octave, and that's our 2 there. Adding those 3 together gives us our 2 octaves. So, but what this means for us in terms of finger placement, for our low octaves, starting on our C string, we have our first finger D. We have a second finger E natural. We are going to extend our ring finger past where we would normally put it, our third finger. That's going to give us an F sharp. And then we can either do a fourth finger G or an open G. Then we have a first finger A, second finger B natural, extend our third finger again for that C sharp. Then we can either have fourth finger D or open D. So that's our first octave there. Now, as we go forward, from our open D going up, we have first finger E, second finger normal F sharp. Keep our third finger next to our second finger now. We can do open A, first finger B, second finger C sharp. Keep our third finger close for that high D. So, what we've noticed is on our lower 2 strings, C and G, our third finger extends up to almost where our next note would be. So D, E, F sharp, G, and then A, B, C sharp, D. However, on our D and our A string, we have E, F sharp, G, third and second finger are tight there, and then B, C sharp, D, second and third finger are tight there. So what this means for us is on our C and our G strings, we have a 3-4 finger pattern. If we use our pinky and our ring finger would be tight together with a small space in between each of our other fingers, as you can see there. But our pinky and our ring finger are touching. And then on our G string, same thing. Our pinky and our ring finger are touching with a little space in between the other ones. But when we get to our D string and our A string, we're going to have a 2-3 finger pattern. Our second and third finger are going to be touching with our space between our first and our second finger. So we want to make sure that there's that nice clean space between 1 and 2, but not 2 and 3. And that'll be the same thing on our A string as well. It gives us our C sharp and our D. So keep those finger spacings in mind. Big thing that'll be worth working on is going from our C sharp to D, from our G string to our D string, and then getting our normal G natural third finger on our D string as we go up, and then G natural coming back down to a high third finger C sharp. So going through, let's say, making sure that third finger is back on the tape when we get there. As we come back down, extend here. And making sure you get that third finger placement changing between our G and our D strings as we go through.